I've been sober well over 20 years. I stopped counting after a while. I've been off crack for a long time, and I was on crack for a long time. A lot of y'all know that. But, a lot of times people, have a very, very difficult time getting off drugs. And I did. I relapsed so many times. But helped me this last time, I'm telling you, and I hope that this helps somebody. Well, a lot of it is mental too when it comes to getting off drugs. It's very mental because even if you're on heroin or something like that, you go through physical withdrawals for a few days, but at some point it's all a battle in your head. It's all a mind battle. It's all mental warfare. But what I did is you have to make up in your mind that no matter how you feel, because you have a lot of feelings and emotions when you want to get high, when you hooked on crack or hooked on something like that or something that's stronger. I don't know what's much stronger than that, but when you hooked on something that strong, it's hard to come off, right? So you have a lot of mental battles, and you have to tell yourself, and this is what I told myself from day one, and I stuck to it to this very day. I said, I don't care how I feel, I'm not going back. I don't care if it's the butterflies in my stomach, because you get a lot of butterflies in your stomach. You start to get nervous. You start to get sweats. You start to go through all kind of things when you want to get high, but you can't get high. Tell yourself, and I don't care what the situation is, because a lot of people ain't just hooked on drugs. They're hooked on a lot of things. You might be hooked on somebody in a relationship you can't let go of. And the thought of letting that person go just drives you crazy. But you got to tell yourself that no matter how I feel, I'm not going back. And that's what I told myself when it came to that crack. And it's 20 something years later, and I got the same thing on my mind. I don't care how I feel. And I've been going through a whole lot within these years. But no matter how I felt, I refuse to go back. I pray that this reach somebody that need to hear that. No matter how you feel, don't go back. Don't relapse.